Are 6-star champions still worth ranking up in today's 7-star world? Yeah, you know what? I'm pretty sure they are. Okay, thank you so much for watching. Take care. All right, having fun with it though, although essentially that was the too long didn't read, although I think there's a little more nuance in this. You're gonna want to pay attention. I've pulled up a couple of champions here for you so you can kind of get an idea of what it is we're talking about. I have done the video, the best 6 stars to rank 5, and then now also the best 7 stars to rank 2, because I know so many of you are in that position where you're trying to make the decision. I just faced it myself, but I was still so excited to rank up my 6 stars. Now, let's just give you a quick synopsis on what it is we're talking about, and then I'll help you through the analysis of it. I've pulled up both America Chavez's on the phenomenal site, Aunt May. Where would we be without this? But you can see, I believe it'll be on your left versus on the right, but on the left is the 6-star at rank 4 versus the 7-star at rank 1. Now, I believe everyone is aware now. The word has gotten out. Campo did the initial video that the 7 stars are going to be more powerful for a variety of reasons. He goes into all of it, okay? And it is important to at least be aware. But I want to give you just the basic breakdown so you can see it side by side. I mean, you can see the more health by the 7-star. You can see more attack, higher crit rating, which we know is really important. Crit damage is also higher, armor, you get it. You see the point. But I also want to point out stuff like this because I do think it's important. On her signature ability, and hopefully you can kind of see, well, a little bit's cut off there, but you can see that it ends up being percentile. So all of these things, right, that whatever that's modifying, it's also now modifying at the same percentile, so it's gonna be bigger and bigger numbers. And then right down here is where I wanted to get to, and this is with her kit. Because not all kits are the same anymore these days, right? You can't just, it's not apples to apples, but this is America Chavez's, is you can see the dimensional energy infusion. On the 6-star, it's 1,437, and on the 6-star, it's 1,611. So there's multiple things that are being added into how much damage are you doing, how much damage are you resisting, how likely are you to crit, and how much are you resisting champions' chances to crit. Now, just to give you apples to apples, because I know a lot of times people are thinking, well, am I going to rank up the champion to rank 5 or to rank 2, right? And so let's go ahead and look at that. So we'll take the 6-star to rank 5 very quickly, and the 7-star to rank 2. And you can see that these increases just continue. 7 stars are a different beast. I've been using the analogy with some fun, a little tongue-in-cheek, that like, it feels like what I assume it was like when Neanderthals and Homo sapiens were on the earth at the same time. Like, yeah, they could sometimes get the same things done, and maybe there was a little bit of competition, but eventually one was clearly going to win. It was obvious that one was just going to be superior over the long time. Now, we don't know how long 6 stars and 7 stars are going to hang out together. It does not appear to be as long as 5 and 6 stars, but that was a very, very long time. I still think your 6 stars are worth ranking, and I'm going to explain why. Here's why I believe 6 stars are still worth ranking. How long, though, I just don't know. And so much of that is going to have to do with how Kabam, puts things out, and also what content comes out, and also, and this I think is probably the most important part, what modes are you enjoying playing? I think the more you're invested in PvP and being very, very competitive in those modes, the more likely you are right now, and we're making this on July 2nd, the more likely I think it is that you want to be ranking up 6 stars. So many of the people in my alliance just did the full arena grind to get Lady Deathstrike because they think she's going to be very powerful in Battlegrounds as a dual threat champion. And I think they're probably right. And then that's going to continue to happen. The champions have been put out have been phenomenal this year and last year, and they're often at least have some sort of use in Battlegrounds. And now that the timing change has happened as far as how the score is calculated in Battlegrounds, it's giving even more champions basically relevance or usability or powerfulness in Battlegrounds, or at least it's not excluding them because they aren't fast or incredibly quick. And I've purposely left this up because it is showing you a portion of all of the champions that are available as a 6 and or as 7 stars, and you're seeing how much of this is 6 stars. Now let's go ahead and take a look at this when it is just the 7 stars. As you can see, it has gotten significantly smaller, the pool. Now, I've done the video on the best 7-star champions to rank 2, and I broke that down for you. And for the most part, I do think they're very worthy, but there's often qualifications to that, or qualifiers. Is like, do you have them awaken? How high is the sig? Do you have the right relic to go with it? And also, how long do I think they will stay powerful compared to what you're fighting? Meaning, right now, I think that, like, yeah, let's use the worst champion by far of Venom the Duck. By far. I'm sure can look relatively powerful on some levels because he's fighting against a rank 3 6-star. He is punching down considerably, as we just showed by the stats in the beginning. You need to fill out a full roster. In Battlegrounds, you need to fill out a full 30. Now, if you're able to fill out a full 30, if you're able to fill out a roster of full 30, Awakened, Relic, the whole thing, 7 stars, that might be a smart way to go. But I know me, personally, was extremely excited to rank up Future Ant-Man, Juggernaut, Warlock, Spider-Ham, Hercules, Valkyrie, Kate Bishop, and there were so many that I couldn't get to because I just ran out of resources at some point. To me, that shouts there are a ton of champions that have flexibility, that have nuance in their kit. We often talk about like the Venn diagram of champions in this game, and they're going to cover different pieces. And a lot of these 7 stars, while they will cover a lot, they are not going to cover everything, and they won't be able to handle challenges that some of the 6 stars are representing as defenders, or when you have the 6 stars as an attacker, they're going to have tools in their kit that these 7-star defenders can't handle. Like, there's a reason when you watch the high tier Battleground streams, you will still see a lot of 6 stars in there being used and doing excellent, excellent work. Many of them just aren't even available as 7 stars. I'll give you an example. Like, I think Venom is incredibly, incredibly powerful. You will probably not see me, should I get 7-star Venom, despite seeing him being very powerful. I know where I placed him in the video. I literally just made it. You will not see me rank him up over a champion like Gallon. I just took up Hercules. I definitely would have taken up Hulkling. So I think if you're following me and you're following my train of thought, that's probably your next question, which is, well, then who are the 6 stars? Now, I've done the video on the best 6 stars to take to rank 5, and I meant it, and you saw me actually rank up very much based on what I told you in that video. I mean it. And of course, I ran it all by the Illuminati and got a variety of experiences from very high tier players. I'm also doing tier 1 war, and I'm doing my best to make it into, I can't think of what it's called, but the tier right below Celestial. I keep wanting to call it Neutralize. It's not Neutralize, but you know what I'm talking about, in Battlegrounds. So I'm interested in playing in like the top 1,000, top 500 players in the game. If that's you, if that's where you want to be, I think 6 stars are still very much where you are focused, or they're at least half of your focus as you pull your 7-star crystals. Now, if you're not, and you're just trying to get through content, which is hard and it is fun, then I think you just rank up who's going to help you do that. If you have, let's go with Elsa Bloodstone. She is a fantastic 7-star. And you're like, I need someone who can help me handle evade. I need someone who can shrug non-damaging debuffs. And you've got Elsa Bloodstone, then yeah, I would go with her. Absolutely. Because you're unlikely right now to find someone, or this really pressurized case that can be created in, tier 1 through, I don't know, 5, tier 5 war or something like that. Or tier, whatever, you guys know. Or in Battlegrounds, where you're like, oh shoot, I also need Cleanse. Or I need Tranquilize. I think your asks are not as broad, and they're not as immediate. You have more time to plan it out, where in War or in Battlegrounds, you're more frequently asked to take a variety of, like a path in War, or a series of fights where that breath is going to be really important to you, or that specialized thing that is necessitated by the defender of the node. And in Battlegrounds, where you need it immediately, you are only allowed to have 30 champions, and then it gets whittled down even more because your opponent bans them, and then you have to do a draft. The things I would start to look for is if long form content comes out and 6 stars aren't usable in there. I couldn't imagine them being gated, but I don't know, and I don't even know for sure if long form content's coming out, but it feels like it's being talked about enough, and enough time has gone by. If we see that 6 stars can't handle it, then that's a sign that you really want to, in my opinion, you really want to start working towards your 7 stars. Also, again, like I said, if you're not playing Battlegrounds and you're not doing War, to me, and this is probably going to feel counterintuitive, I think you're balancing that weight. You know, if you think of it as like an equation, I think you're balancing it more and more towards 7 too, because you're continuing to build for the future. And that is clear that that is where 7 stars are, or what they are. They are the future of this game. So at that point, I would probably stop taking champions, 6-star champions to rank 5, unless you just love them, or really going, as I've talked about in those videos, take the broken ones, the ones that are almost definitely not coming to 7 stars. We're talking about Human Torch, Archangel, Hercules, Nick Fury. Those are the sorts of champions where I would continue to be like, they're not coming to 7 stars. They're eventually going to get Ascension. I'm going to feel really good about that, and they're going to allow me to punch up, because those champions themselves, their abilities and their toolkits are phenomenal. We'll continue to get out more videos on this. You can always ask questions in the comments or attend a live stream, because this is something that's going to be ongoing and fluid. But I know this is something that's very present in people's minds, and I think there's some people who are like, well, I don't have any 7 stars. I don't have any good ones. Although aside from Sauron and Venom the Duck, they're very good. But maybe they're not awakened or that sort of thing. And so they're feeling a little badly about ranking their 6 stars. And I'm here to tell you that even someone like me, who really had a good time on the 4th of July Sunspot deals or whatever they're called, I was just, if not more excited to take those 6 stars to rank 5 as I was those rank 2s. And I was excited about it because I enjoy the most competitive PvP modes in the game of Tier 1 War with SSX, shooting for top 10 Masters, I think 3 seasons in a row, and Battlegrounds, where I'm genuinely trying, Mysterium, that's what it is. I'm hoping to make it to Mysterium 1 this season. I'm not going to be able to play quite as much, but I'm going to do my best to get in there. And I would eventually like to get to the higher or lower tiers, when I look at of Celestial. That's my goal. That's how I'm enjoying having fun. So that's what I would look for, and know that as of right now on July 2nd, 6 stars, in my opinion, are definitely not dead and very much worth your resources. I literally just did it myself. Thank you so much for watching. Please put in your comments what you think, how you're feeling about it all. Maybe there'll be something I learned, some context and stuff, but I've talked this through with the MCoC Illuminati, my friends in SSX, some friends in 4Loki, and people playing at really the cutting edge of this game, and everyone still feels and agrees. I mean, they just did the grind for Lady Deathstrike 6-star. Would not be doing it if 6 stars were already dead. I think just keep an eye out for kind of like those warning signs, like I said. And that's it. That's it. Thank you so much for watching. Take care.